harvest. But then the first feast was by a guy called Martin Frobisher, who got stuck in the Arctic for a winter and had a terrible winter. I mean, those of you who want to go to Canada, you think the winters now are bad. This guy was stuck up in the Arctic. Anyway, they survived, and so he had a feast. It was a rather rotten feast according to the menu that I saw, but they did celebrate afterwards and gave thanks for being able to survive. It was primarily a religious ceremony. As you know, Canada is bilingual, so the French tradition in Canada was not to be forgotten. And Samuel de Champlain, about 10 years later, faced a similar problem in Nova Scotia, for those of you, I think one comes from Nova Scotia, of scurvy. But being French Canadian who loved parties, he ordered the Order of Good Cheer and had parties to encourage people to eat vegetables and meat. So that was another strand. That was the party strand. I tell you, you had the religious strand, you had the social party strand. And then later, after that, there was the, we had the American Revolution, as you know, and some Americans didn't like the revolution, so they decided to move to Canada. And these were the United Empire Loyalists. They settled in Nova Scotia, they settled in the eastern townships of Quebec, and they settled in Ontario, where I come from. But their great contribution to Thanksgiving was they brought the turkey from the U.S. and then they brought the pumpkin pie from the U.S. So we have lots of things to thank the Americans for in terms of contributing to Canada. But one of the things is the turkey that you're going to be eating tonight. If it hadn't been for them, we wouldn't be having turkey tonight. So that was quite a bit of a political antecedent. And the next one was we had the tradition again of love the monarchy or not love the monarchy. And about I guess it was about 1890 or sometime, anyway, the Prince of Wales, who was obviously part of the head of state of Canada at that time, had been sick. And he recovered, just like we're all recovering from the pandemic. And so they decided to have a Thanksgiving in honor of the recovery of the Prince of Wales. So that's what's happened. So that brought a political side to it, but that was forgotten quickly. But then after World War I, when people were given thankful for the peace, they combined two things. They combined Armistice Day